Good morning and welcome to the first coffee call of 2026. We have got a couple of exciting things to talk about, but we have a new way of kind of doing some of this today. So I'm just going to need everybody to tell me if you can hear me or if there's any issues with the video. It seems to be maybe jumping around a little bit. So let me see if I can't get some of that straight on here first. Okay. Yeah, so hope everybody's got their coffee. Got mine here with me as well. And I want to talk about a couple things today, but the new way of jumping onto Coffee Call is by joining this StreamYard link on the screen to ask your questions. So make sure that you join that link for you to be able to request to come up on stage so that you can ask your questions in real time. All right, I'm trying to figure out how to get my video from kind of going around slow like this. Let me see, though, if I can actually hear if the audio is clear. Okay, yeah, the audio seems to be good. It's just a video issue. I'm not sure why it's lagging. Maybe my computer is just going really slow right now. I'm going to try to close out some of these other windows real quick and see if we can't get this doing better. Okay, cool. So if you want to come up and ask a question or join and talk about today's topic, feel free to join that StreamYard link and request up on stage. That is how we talk about things. That's how you can actually get your questions asked. I'm not typically going to go to the comments. I'm only going to kind of come up with those people who come up on stage and actually hop on camera or chat vocally. So make sure that you join the StreamYard link. Okay, so today's topic is about the number one marketing tactic in 2026. And I want to talk about this because it's not something that's new. It's not something that you haven't heard me talk about before, but it is something that is still very, very relevant. And I am continuing to see massive, massive impact from this marketing tactic going into 2026. And people need to know how important it is. So I'm sure some of you could guess what that is, but I will go ahead and jump straight into it, which is the answer is email marketing. Now, you all know that I really, really love email marketing, but here's the core idea. Email is the only marketing channel that you actually own. You don't own your Facebook page. You don't own your TikTok account. You don't own a billboard. You don't own a radio ad, but you do own your own email list. And that email list is an asset. When you're on social media, you're just renting, and the algorithm controls everything. Your followers on social media aren't equity. They're just borrowed attention. And when you continue to rely on free reach, you're just risking and gambling your entire business. But when you own your email list, it's an asset. You actually have the contact information for those people. You can send out that email whenever you want and ensure that it goes to every single person. And it's something that you control the messaging in. They can't limit you on what you send. And this is why I still think that email marketing is the top marketing tactic in 2026. And so why does email win? Well, it's a direct line to your audience. You don't have a gatekeeper. You don't have somebody that is telling you what you can't and can't say. It also wins because it's an asset that continues to compound. It grows in value. You can grow it and get more and more subscribers and followers. And it's something that just continues to win and grow over and over. And sometimes you might be thinking, well, I still need this massive list, but that's not the truth. 500 qualified quality email subscribers can beat 10,000 people just on a list that have nothing to do or don't understand anything about your business. So email wins because of that. You don't have to have that massive list to still get in front of the right people over and over and over again. You know, I notice sometimes when I post, I'll make a Facebook post on the page for my coffee shop, PJ's Coffee, and I'll get maybe a couple of hundred free views, but I have 4,000 followers, over 4,000 followers on that page. And so it's really frustrating to see when I may get 5 to 7% of my entire audience even see that post. It's very, very frustrating. So with email, you can send that out and every single person can choose whether they want to consume your content or not. Now, The simple system that I use in email marketing is that I usually offer people a lead magnet, something that they actually want, to convince them to subscribe. I offer them a discount. I offer them a free guide. I offer them something of value that they get in exchange for giving me their email address. And then I make sure that I'm as consistent as possible with my cadence of sending emails. I'm not perfect at this, but typically I try to stay consistent and send out at least one email a week to my audience. And then I give them a clear path to move from just consuming content to eventually driving them towards the sale. And so this is a simple system that I've talked about before, but this is what I really believe about with email marketing. So this is why I think, once again, email is the top marketing tactic in 2026. Now, what's stopping you from starting or growing your email list? What could you offer as a lead magnet for your business? And who else do you know that's already doing this, and what might be working for them? So come join on StreamYard. Just follow that link. It's not software you have to install. You can just use your existing camera or microphone, put in your name. You can request up on stage, and we can talk about it. I would love to talk with anybody about this. If you have questions, I'll keep rambling for a few minutes here, and then if nobody else requests up, I'll end the live in a little bit of time. But yeah, a few questions, like I said, some questions to prompt you if you want to come up and talk about it is, what's stopping you from starting or growing your email list? Why aren't you doing this? What is prohibiting you or getting in the way of you actually doing and executing on this marketing tactic? What could you offer to your potential customers as a lead magnet to join your email list? And who else do you know that may already be doing this? And what do you see working for them? So the stage is open. You can come on and talk. Otherwise, I can wrap it up pretty quick. This is the first new coffee call that I've done in this manner. Obviously, my camera is really delayed. I know the audio is fine, but the camera is delayed. And so I'm going to have to get that figured out. I'm not sure why it's jumping around. So apologies for that. But I did move away from the Circle platform, and going into 2026, I wanted to try to get this out to be able to reach more people through YouTube, not be just limited to our Circle community, but also I wanted it to be a little bit more of a controlled manner where people come up on the stage as opposed to just all of us being on the screen together. And then there's some other features on here that are pretty cool about StreamYard that we can do as we continue to kind of find our way and settle in with this new version of Coffee Call. Some of you who know me will also notice I got a new hairstyle, cut the hair off, and a lot of new things for 2026. And just trying to improve where I can and not just continue to do the same things over and over, but try to improve where we can and make things better for you guys. So I don't see anybody joining up to ask questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys about a couple other things going on, and then I'm going to sign off. Basically, I intend to keep doing Coffee Call on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's my goal. Also intend to continue sending out my Ruralpreneur emails. I've taken some time off over the last month to just kind of recharge and regroup and get through the holidays. But I want to start sending out that regular cadence of emails again twice a week. And I want to start being more intentional about the conversations that we're having and about the tactics that we're discussing and implementing, and not just, broad business advice, but really specific around marketing and growth and how to help everybody make more money and bring more eyeballs and attention to their businesses and their efforts. That's really what I'm passionate about. That's what I enjoy the most. And so that's why I want to talk about these topics as we go into 2026. So really excited for those things. Also, if you haven't joined yet, we have our new school community. As I said, I closed down the Circle community. It was a really expensive platform. And since I don't actually charge to join the community, it's a free community. I was able to move over to our new platform on School, and we are able to be a little bit more cost effective there. I'll actually send over also here in the links in the comments. I put in the link to the School community, although you can also find it. If the domain should be pointed to the right place now, it may not be there just yet, but ruralfoundersclub.com is the name of that community. Bill, I see you're asking, how do you get a domain to build a website? You would just go to GoDaddy.com if you want to buy a domain, or a lot of places that build websites, they even offer the ability to purchase a domain straight through their platform. But I recommend purchasing it from GoDaddy. That way you own it independent of any website building software, and then you can, take it with you, forward it, redirect it, anything like that. You asked also, should you have a website to send out an email? Not necessarily, but Beehive, my preferred email marketing tool, Beehive builds a website for you, or gives you a free website with the tool and your landing page and everything for people to sign up. So that tool I recommend because it kind of gives you that free kind of all-in-one website and email tool. It's pretty cool. I'm actually going to copy this link for you for Beehive as well if you wanted to check that out, Bill. But you don't have to have a website to send out an email. It's not a requirement. So don't think that should stop you from getting started. You just have to have a way for people to subscribe somehow, to give you their email somehow. Another thing that I find interesting is a lot of people think that email might be this outdated or really old tool. You know, email's been around for well over 30 years now, probably 40 years. I can't remember exactly when email was started, but you know, it's been around since last century, where literally any other social media platform has not. Many new social media platforms have even just still come around in the last few years. And sometimes those are exciting and hot topics to talk about, but email is still tried and true. It's just like your mailbox out in front of your house. You're still going to check it every day. You still get important mail and messages into that inbox, and you can't imagine life without your email address. And so that's where you know, email has this staying power and is concrete versus these social media platforms that are up and down. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here. We're going to end the stream, and I appreciate those of you who came today to join us. We will be back Thursday at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Just make sure that you subscribe to the channel. You can get notified whenever we're going live. I'll post it in the school community as well. Plus, I'll be emailing that out, of course, in our 6 a.m. Central Standard Time emails that go out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'll see you all soon. Take care. God bless, and have a great day.